Hi, I'm Kate Ward, and this is your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. And today we're talking trees, and actually we're talking tree injuries today. Just a little bit because I've gotten this. So usually we see this after winter, but it can happen anytime. You have a branch that's broken. And we actually tied this up temporarily, specifically so we could talk about it. So here I have a yellowwood tree, and if we get close and look, and I want you to see this, this is called the crotch of a tree, and I've temporarily tied this up. Now this goes around the tree, so this is not a permanent fix, because as it goes around the tree grows. This could bite in, and eventually this is pretty stretchy. It won't be enough to hold, because when you look down here, this is in the crotch of this little crotch here, this is a poor connection. You can see there's a lot of big wood here, and then very little is actually holding this branch on. So the other day we had a windstorm, and what happened, I'm going to take this off and show you what happens. That wasn't enough. I have all this leafy branch and it did this. Okay? So we see this a lot. Well, there's a couple of things you can do when you have an injury like this. So this was never going to be a good attachment for this branch anyways. So we're going to end up removing this, because even if we fix it, and we could do that, it's always not going to be quite enough wood to support all of this structure. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to trim it right off. But before we do that, say we had a better attachment, and up here is a good example. On this part of this branch, you can see this comes in real nice and tight. There's a whole lot of wood that comes into this stick. So if this one had broke, we would say maybe we should fix that. But it wasn't the one that broke. But I'm going to show you real quick, if we wanted to fix it, how could we do that? And so say maybe this happened to your Japanese maple in the winter, you could take an eye screw and you would screw it into that branch in the main trunk. I'd screw it into the branch. I'd take a piece of wire and I would connect the limb that was damaged to the main limb via a piece of wire. I wouldn't want to go around, because by going around, it'll bite into the tree. Eventually what would happen is this piece would grow and be absorbed by the tree, and there'd be a little piece of wire, and eventually this would heal, and you'd never know. You'd leave it in there. But since we're not going to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to clean that and take it off as a clean cut right down here. So I'm going to reduce the weight first. I take that off. I'm going to use my Felcos, beautiful tools. I've had my personal Felcos for about 16 years, never replaced the blade, just trimmed them, and I'm going to cut this off just like this, down to the clean wood. You can see I didn't go further into here. I'm going to clean out any little bits of debris, and then I'm done. I don't want to take back like a hangnail. You don't want to pull. I want to clean it off. I'm going to leave it open, and I'm going to let the tree heal. If it had been a big split or something like that, what else could I do? Nothing. Don't worry about it. This is where Mother Nature takes care of the tree. This eventually will heal up, close up. You'll never even know there was an injury. And the only thing you could really do is maybe if we get a drought summer or something like that, give it some additional water, maybe a little food, but don't go bananas. So let it heal itself. That's what it's there for. Mother Nature knows how to take care of herself. So hopefully this has been helpful. And until we see you again, this has been your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip.